You're talking about seller financing, which I've heard a lot of people say, like with storage and boutique hotels and mobile home parks, that seller financing is a lot more readily available by these sellers because either they're one kind of used to it, maybe they acquired these properties on seller financing, or two, it's kind of maybe it's harder to get bank financing for whatever reason. But so seller financing seems like a good option. One thing I was going to ask you when you're talking about the Freddie and Fannie, is it like multifamily where is there a balloon or is it like fully amortized, or kind of walk us through what a typical term would look like in a mobile home park if you did go the traditional financing route?
Yeah, commercial debt is available for mobile home parks in the same way that it is for all other commercial real estate. So you can get it from banks, credit unions, CMBS, Freddie, Fannie, life companies. I mean, there's a lot of options for debt in mobile home parks, but a lot of it has to do with the quality and size of the park, and it has to do with the experience of the operator. So if it was my first park and I'm buying a 20-unit mobile home park, my only option is a bank. And it probably needs to be a local bank. And you probably should have a relationship with them, like deposit relationship. That's probably your only option other than seller financing. But if you're buying, a 50-space park or larger, and it has paved streets, it opens the door to a pretty wide audience of debt. Typically, you're going to get, somewhere in the neighborhood of 65 to 70%. There's times when the market's good where it'll be higher than that. Interest rates right now would range from, mid fives up to, 7 for kind of traditional product, or probably like high sixes. Yeah, probably 7. Right now, if you went to get a bank loan, it would probably be around 7. The spreads are higher. They're not backed by the federal government, of course, right? But there's a lot more debt options than most people would think. So if you have a ton of experience, there's more options available to you. But yeah, when you're first getting started out, you can get a loan from a bank. I mean, we did our very first sizable mobile home park. It was a $2 million deal, and we got a local bank loan from the bank that was literally like 5 blocks away from the property. And we just walked in and knocked on their door and said, "I heard you do mobile home park lending." And, we only had done a couple deals. In our past, our track record on mobile home parks was literally like less than 200 spaces. So
wow,